everybody! Did you know that May is Borderline Personality Disorder Awareness Month? Yep, I almost forgot, and then it came up on my thing to say it's Awareness Month. So, since this channel seems to be about BPD, mine, and, just the general kind of things about it, I thought, I would do a video generally every couple of days, and we'd go through each of the diagnostic criteria. There are 9. This first video I thought would just be a kind of intro and what BPD encompasses, and then each time I do another 10-minute video or whatever on each of the criteria. And after that, towards the end of May, I'll do an outro video, which is probably about what BPD is not, what it can be confused with. Yeah, so that was just the idea, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, BPD, also known as EUPD, or Emotionally Unstable Personality Disorder, which I personally think sounds worse. I mean, it was called borderline because it was supposed to be on the borderline between neurosis and psychosis, and that was back in, the 60s or something. And yeah, more recently they decided, no, EUPD, but, it's oh, you've got emotionally unstable personality disorder. Yeah, okay, that sounds great. So, yeah, that was that. And, yeah, it's one of those personality disorders that's lumped in the category of cluster B, which is with also narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial, unfortunately. So we get, or is it? No, it's not antisocial as well, is it? Cluster B. Oh no, it is antisocial personality disorder. So yeah, even by being clustered in with those people, a lot of people think, oh, so BPD means that, you're totally unstable, you're manipulative, you're dangerous, all these things that just aren't true. And of course, with a lot of mental illnesses, they could be comorbid. So, me personally, I have anxiety, sad seasonal affective disorder, or just generalized depression, and substance abuse disorder. Although I'm currently sober at the moment, so we're working through that. It's one of those things that a lot of the time you're always working through it. They say that people with BPD can learn to cope with their symptoms way more as they get older. There are some theories that you can even grow out of it, but you'd always have it. They just say that throughout the years, as you get older and you learn to manage your symptoms more, that if they reassessed you, you wouldn't what's the word I'm thinking of? You wouldn't present with enough of the criteria to be diagnosed, because I think you have to have up to 5 out of the 9 to be considered that you have the personality disorder. So yeah, what else was I going to say? This is where I'd normally pause the video, but I haven't figured out editing yet. So yeah, there's comorbid stuff, right? And what people often think is, yes, you are going to be manipulative and you're going to be drama queen, although that is more to do with histrionic personality disorder. And obviously it comes down to the person you are. You can be diagnosed with a personality disorder, but also be a certain person that, so there could be people who are diagnosed with BPD and are just generally not nice people, who do lie and do manipulate, who wouldn't be considered to have antisocial personality, or they'd probably have little traits of that and traits of that, or they'd be a bit of a pathological liar, all intermingled, and then they'd have BPD, and then because they present like that to people would be like, oh, that's BPD. No, it's not. We are a very mixed bag. And there's also something called quiet BPD, which I'm really starting to think I have. I mean, back when I was first diagnosed, I was diagnosed by a psychiatrist just looking at my arms, which are self-harmed, and her just going, right, you have BPD. And I found that really, really annoying. and I've tried to fight for many years to try and get myself re-diagnosed. I mean, obviously, as I learnt more about the disorder, I found out that yes, I do meet the criteria for it, but there are many other things going on, and hopefully these will still get looked into. But it's a journey, isn't it? But quiet BPD is more, I would say, because they say that, you know, you have the intense anger and, you know, impulsivity. And yes, I do have impulsivity. It's much better-ish now, but it's still there. But, yeah, the anger and stuff, I used to be much worse at something happening and me flipping right out, and then it would take me longer for me to come forward and be like, oh no, I'm really sorry, or realise I was in the wrong. That's getting faster and faster each time, but generally I just try and keep to myself. There's this whole thing about fear of abandonment. I've been through every single which way of it, you know. I've had people that I really loved and then they've left, or I've had people that I really loved who were staying and then I've imagined that they're going to leave, so I leave first. But I don't generally do that now, but I can protect myself a bit better when I feel that those kind of things are happening. I can say to myself, oh, is this really happening, or are you splitting, or is it black and white thinking? I mean, you know, as you grow older as well, and you have therapy, CBT, cat therapy, there are many, that can help you to spot things more. But generally, you know, the people I know with BPD and myself and, you know, learning about it and stuff, we all very much we have a massive amount of empathy. You know, we can put ourselves in people's shoes very much, and it's a learning curve as well, because sometimes I know I have I do it quite a lot, you know, somebody will tell me something about themselves and I'll go, oh yeah, me too, and then I'll start talking about myself and I'll realise, shit, no, this is coming across like I'm just kind of one-upping you, and that's not how it's meant to be. That's us showing empathy, but, you know, again, it's a learning curve. But we do have, you know, a lot of empathy, I would say, and we don't want people to be hurt the way we were hurt, so we try our best to protect our loved ones, or favourite people as they're called, and it can really hurt if we feel that person is pulling away or is finding us too difficult or too much, and then then certain things can be misconstrued and we can put our brakes on and be like, oh no, you're abandoning me, and, you know, it can be a bit of a mess. But I think with understanding and communication between you and the person with BPD is really, really helpful. You know, letting that person know that you're not going anywhere, you know, really helps. I understand that it's not another person's job to tell somebody with BPD every single 5 seconds, oh, you know, to reassure. Reassurance is a big thing. It helps, just a tiny bit of reassurance. You know, if you texted somebody and they haven't texted back, we're going to sit there and panic and go, oh my god, a million things through our head. All we're looking for is them to text back and go, sorry, I'm a bit busy right now, but I still love you, I'll text back in a bit, or something like that. You know, it's one of those things that we get labelled as, you know, mad people and stalkers, or, you know, too intense, and we don't mean it. We really don't. But anyway, this is just my roundabout intro video. If you made it this far, then thank you, and hopefully you'll join me in the next 9-10ish episodes. They'll be 10 minutes long each, and each one will go through the diagnostic criteria separately, so I can get my thoughts back in. But thank you for liking my videos, watching, even if you only watch the first like 5 seconds, you know, I still appreciate it. And hopefully together on this journey we can figure out, or I can figure out, how to use this platform better. And yeah, so yeah, BPD Awareness Month is May. Check on one of your BPD friends, see if they're alright and how they're doing, and share this video, and yeah, have a lovely day. Summer is on its way. Woo! See you all. Bye.